First things first, Alan. How are you?
Hi, and I'm doing good. Woke up a few hours ago, a new day in Amsterdam, and I'm really looking forward to see what else is going on here.
Is it a busy couple of days for you?
Yeah, it's been very busy, but also very fun because it's also my first time here, and well, actually my first time actually stepping outside the airport.
Okay.
And yeah, it's gonna be some hectic days.
Okay. Well, before we go into the music, I'd like to go back to the beginning a little bit, because you were born in Northampton, but you were raised in Bergen, Norway.
Yeah, that's correct.
And I've spoken to many musicians from Bergen, and there's a very vibrant culture there for musicians. So how much of this were you aware of growing up?
I don't know, actually. Like, I just started making music just for fun or based on my own personal interest.
Okay.
Well, actually, pretty much more like I was interested in finding out how people made music. And that's why I started exploring, for example, the program Fruity Loops. And I actually got introduced with that program through another YouTuber who was making music.
Okay.
And so I would pretty much say it's because, well, the reason why I started making music is because I was curious and interested in finding out what the actual process behind making music is. And that's pretty much how it started.
Before that moment, before you got into that program, and what role did music play? Did you listen a lot to music? Did your parents listen to a lot of music?
Yeah, but I think among my friends, I was maybe the one that was listening to kind of like another genre of music, and
Right.
That's also the genre that I started making music of. Like, I started off making hands-off music and techno music,
Okay.
and I think that wasn't so popular at that time among my friends and stuff, and so I was kind of like secretive about it as well. But it was also pretty fun because I got to actually learn how to do it.
But what then, because like you say, not a lot of people were listening to that kind of music in your social circles. What got you into it?
The thing that got me into that kind of music was that I was just searching through YouTube because I was kind of like tired of the mainstream music, and I went on YouTube like searching for DJ, and then I just saw the names coming down on a list, and I just pretty much just went through a lot of like YouTube videos and stuff, and then I ended up on DJ N, and that's where I found DJ Ness. And I just immediately fell in love with his music. I did ask him, like, how do you make music? And that's how it actually started.
And when you started yourself to try and make music, did it come easy to you?
I spent a lot of time because as of being a teenager, then I had more time on my spare time to make or focus on making music aside of school. And therefore I got a lot of time to actually spend time on just watching YouTube tutorials or just experiment with the program.
How long did it take you to make something that you thought was good?
I don't know. I've actually been spending a lot of time making tracks, but I think it's impossible to be actually really happy with a song. I feel like the time when I felt that I really have made something good, that was when I first released the original Fade, the one that came out before Faded.
Sure.
And yeah, I was really happy with that project, but I never saw it coming that it would be so popular.
Sure. Well, if we go back to the original version, the first version, what kind of started that track off? Do you remember?
It first of all started off as a tropical house track. Then I tried to add an electro house drop because I didn't want to have that typical tropical house drop.
Sure.
Then I started off as a electro house drop, and then later on I found out like this doesn't work, so I scratched the whole tropical part and just made a track, like electro house track out of it. And then I also stumbled up on the track from RX Nova, and that really influenced me to put together even more. Like, I already had the tempo down to 90, and I already had the melodies, but with the influence from RX track Nova, I managed to make the intro, and it just, I don't know, like, it just made like the whole sound perfect.
And then this was the 2014 version?
Yeah, that's correct.
So why, maybe, I don't know how much, exactly how much later, but why did you revisit the track then and started creating a new version?
It was after I got in touch with my management, Mir, now, and we discussed like, what if we make a new version of Fade, just with vocals, or maybe just a vocal chop or something. Mm-hmm. That's the idea that we got, and we just got in touch with Iselin Solheim, who's the singer of the song, and she just absolutely just nailed the whole song, and her voice was just perfect as well. We did also add a piano in the beginning, which also made it more easier for us to add vocals to the song.
Did you know her before kind of doing this track with her?
No, I did not, but the way I got in touch with her was actually through another guy that I met in the studio.
Okay. And then obviously, well, that version gets released and it explodes. It has millions and millions of views on. So, going from maybe a couple of years ago, not knowing that much about the industry, about the music, and in a couple of years, millions of people have listened to what you have made. What does that tell you?
What it tells me is that I've actually accomplished something very big. Like, this is what many like bedroom producers dream of, and I always say, like in interviews and stuff, that I'm kind of like living in a bedroom producer's dream, because I just started off making songs at home in my bedroom, and I still do when I can. And I think it's amazing, and it's so remarkable to see all the support from all the people around the world.
You say you still like to produce at home. Do you have to be in a certain mood or a certain environment to create music?
No, not really, but I feel like home is just like the place, because that's where I started, and that's where I feel like I can just shut out everything that's going on.